And the award goes to Ant and Dec.
Without a doubt, they're the kings of light entertainment.
I think if you took Ant and Dec away, the cupboard is pretty bare, actually.
We've been fortunate enough to win this award 7 years in a row. This makes it 8 years in a row. We can't tell you how absolutely over the moon.
Every year they win your vote as the best entertainers in the country. Tonight, we'll find out just what they've done to deserve it.
Really, the resurgence in Saturday night TV is due to Ant and Dec.
They see the joy in everything, and it's really difficult to do that.
They got the, inverted commas, the X Factor.
In an incredible 20-year career, Anthony McPartlin and Declan Donnelly have made a spectacular success of everything they've touched. From kids' TV...
Yeah, I think there was something about them. I mean, they had every girl in the school watching them.
...to pop stardom...
When their record company first brought me records saying, you know, look, here are these two little scroats from Biker Grove, they're going to come out with a record, and we're thinking, oh, my God.
...to Saturday night prime time...
I've ended up hosting, you know, some of the biggest shows in recent TV history.
...and a sometimes, frankly, weird world beyond.
Ant and Dec, in a nutshell, what you see is what you get.
They are currently at the peak of their powers as TV's preeminent light entertainment talent.
Carry on, Don, carry on!
So the secret of their success is they're actually incredibly, well, nice.
They're not going to nick your bird, they're not going to, you know, not buy around in the pub.
They're like the boys who never grew up. It's like Peter Pan and his best mate sort of thing, you know?
They're good, clean and wholesome, without being tedious and boring.
They're also every bit the inseparable double act, greater than the sum of their two parts. Something they themselves regularly satirise in a typically disarming, self-effacing manner.
Oh, it's like they're joined at the hip, man. It's ridiculous. Do those two have to do everything together?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's bad, isn't it? Anyway, just off to the toilet.
Wait for me.
One of the things which is so lovable about them is that their friendship is so genuine. They live so close to each other, they work so close to each other, and I have never, ever, ever felt a bad atmosphere between them, or never, ever had a crossword between them.
We enjoy working together so much, so, you know, I don't see any reason why we should split up.
If you look back and think, who were you friends with at school when you were 12, 13? There's probably only a few that you still see occasionally, but they practically live in each other's pockets.
They're joined at the hip, they do everything together. When they get up in the morning and they go to the gym together.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Hello, big boy. Where's Dec?
We don't do everything together, you know.
Voila! Pineapple chunks. We're having a party.
I'd say that they are pretty much the perfect showbiz marriage. They are. Where's mine?
Surely it's all a bit too good to be true. Maybe not.
It's quite unique with Ant and Dec. If you think, you know, how famous they are and the celebrity status they have, you never see them in the tabloids. You never see sort of the media hunting them down.
Trust me, I would love to find something nasty to say about Ant and Dec. That's what people like me are all about.
As an interviewer, again, when you go to do a piece for the mag, you're looking, talking to people, desperately trying to find something, and you can't find anything on them.
In fact, it seems the only controversy surrounding Ant and Dec is which one's which.
Think of them as a commodity, interchangeable. It's Ant and Dec. It's not just Dec, it's not just Ant, it's Ant and Dec. And you go, hello, Ant and Dec. Which one's which?
The nation are confused. Who's the tall one and who's the short one? Who's the one with the high forehead and who's the little one?
Dec. They always stand in alphabetical order. Well, which one is it that stands on the left?
Well, if they stand in alphabetical order, that could be Ant.
When Vera and Jack are talking about you on Corrie, you know you've reached a certain level.
Ant and Dec. Just look at it.
Better stand the right way around.
What?
We're the wrong way around.
Oh, I felt a little bit disoriented then. Thank you.
So that's that sorted out. After the break, we see how the fresh-faced urchins got it right from the very start.
It's a recipe for sweet fried eggs. And the funny thing is, it's got nothing at all to do with eggs, right?
And how a terrible fictional accident spawned Britain's most successful novelty pop act.
Let's face it, if he hadn't have been blinded, he wouldn't have found his soul, you know? And then, you know, PJ and Duncan wouldn't have been invented.
Today, they're the titans of popular telly. But astonishing as it may seem, there was once a time when Declan and Anthony didn't come as a pair.
The West End of Newcastle was known as the most deprived part of northern England. We don't take any pleasure in saying that, but this area has been long known for social problems. Been a lot of worklessness, poor educational attainment. That's the area that Declan grew up in.
Born of Irish Catholic stock in September 1975, Declan Donnelly was the youngest of 7 siblings.
Declan was a model. He was a model of how youths should be. He was always polite and courteous and compliant. That didn't mean to say he wasn't thinking hard, didn't mean to say he hadn't got his own mind, but he wasn't going to be an awkward customer.
I think the biggest compliment you could pay Declan is that at school he was exactly the same as he is now.
It's really normal, wasn't he?
Yeah, nothing's changed. He was just a genuine Geordie character.
Anthony McPartlan was born 2 months later, just under a mile away.
My recollections of Ant were that he was a lively youngster, well liked by his fellows. But I think one felt that he had a determination about him, that he's a youngster who would do well, whatever he chose to do. He knew that he had a talent and he wanted to use it.
He didn't waste any time. In 1988, aged just 12, Ant got off the settee on the advice of this DIY kids show where he made his fresh-faced TV debut.
This is the last letter and it's been stuck in a box for months and months and months. And it's a recipe for sweet fried eggs. And the funny thing is, it's got nothing at all to do with eggs, right?
Ant was a charmer. I mean, he had charm. He may have looked gawky, but in the sense that he had that natural charming personality, I would suggest.
His mucker-to-be showed similar enterprise to land the role of Duncan in the gritty new kids' drama, which would pitch the two together.
This is true. We didn't ring him. He heard that we were holding auditions, open auditions, and he rang the programme to say, I think I should be on the show. Please see me.
Get up. Look about 9, like. I need the cash, man, for the fare. All right, I'll fix it. Cheers.
I realised that I was going to cast Declan, whatever the results of the other auditions, within 5 minutes of him turning up at the group audition. It was obvious.
Mr. Bombastic! We order some bombastic rum.
1990 saw Series 2.